Hello guys, it is Fixer from Flat29. Just thought I'd give a quick video here. Now I've just noticed that Arlo, one of the leaders from Team Rocket, is flying overhead. So I'm just going to have a crack and kind of just see what kind of Pokemon that he has and see what their CPs are as well. Try to beat him. I'm not that great at battling. I haven't really done much of it or had enough experience with the battling side of things in order to kind of know exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I know a little bit about what Pokemon are good against other Pokemon, but you know, it's just kind of going to give a little bit of information here. So here we go. So we've got Arlo here. I've already defeated one of the Team Rocket bosses. This is the second one that I'm after. So I'm not sure if that changes anything here. So I'm going to battle this guy. Obviously, after you've collected all of your components, then you can fight against these guys. So I'm not going to use the normal Pokemon that they offer, because they always put slacking in there, and slacking, as you know, well, as far as his quick move goes, it doesn't cause any damage, you know, which is absolutely fine, but unfortunately with shields it's not really going to do anything. So I'm going to choose my Gyarados. I'm going to have Alakazam, and do I want Dragonite? Dragonite's a great Pokemon to use. Excuse me. Dragonite's a fantastic Pokemon to use, but of course, you know, you want to make sure that you are getting the best out of all your Pokemon. I'm going to give him a crack and to see if it works. I don't know what Pokemon he's got, so let's have a look. Okay, so we've got Pineco, so that should be relatively easy for me to do. Pineco's not too powerful. As you can see, his CP is 3775, which of course is a lot more than my Gyarados, but of course Gyarados is likely to destroy Pineco quite quickly. I mean, I think an Outrage, just using Outrage once would probably destroy him. So I'm not actually going to use my Outrage on him because it would be a waste, because his energy is so low anyway. And I'm actually building up a second Outrage. But I'm going to use Outrage on Charizard, which is a really interesting second Pokemon to have. So quite a powerful Pokemon. But of course, Charizard being a fire type, Gyarados is going to be really effective against Charizard. Now his CP is 9, 8, 10, I think. Outrage is so easy to do as well. I mean, they're just little clusters there, so you're always going to get an excellent. But of course he's going to block, so I may not defeat him. He may actually be able to take me out, so there we go. But I've done the majority of that. So I am a little bit concerned, because my other guys don't really counter Charizard very well, and of course we only have a third of the CP that he has. But I think I'm probably gonna get him. But I have lost half my health with the Dragonite, so obviously he's quite powerful. Oh, Salamence. Okay, so Salamence is going to be really difficult to defeat with these Pokemon. Of course I'm going to give it a go anyway. But I imagine his CP is 12,738, so a couple of hits and I'm going to be out of there. So he's hardly got any health left. I still don't hold much hope here. Yeah, okay, because his quick move is so powerful against Alakazam and against a lot of other Pokemon with CP that high, the chances are that was going to happen. So I might have to mix it up a little bit and to see what I can do really to kind of take him on. Now I've got an idea of what I'm going to use here. Now I am just going to heal these guys up, because of course, you know, I want to use Gyarados, because Gyarados against Charizard is probably my best bet. I think my second best bet would probably be my Vaporeon. Vaporeon has an incredibly good quick move as well, so that might be one to look into, but I think Gyarados is probably going to take him on. Now, I'm not going to use the same Pokemon that I've just used, because, as you saw, it's probably not going to work. So I'm going to try Flareon. Do you know what? I didn't even check to see what Salamance's type was, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what kind of effect that is going to have. And we're also going to see how similar the battles are, because, you know, there is a possibility that they might use their moves quicker or slower, or there might be some glitches, who knows. So we're just going to see and just find out. And I've had to use a shield already, which is never good. Excuse me. So let's have a look here. So again, we've almost built up 2 outrages. I'm probably not going to get the chance to use them. I have used it a little bit later this time to try and build up that second one, but I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest with you. He's going to block this, so I'm not going to get that in, which is a little bit concerning because my Gyarados is almost gone and my Gyarados is gone, so that's a little bit disappointing. Dragonite, I'm not going to use Flareon against Charizard because he's not going to be effective at all, because they're 2 fire types and his Charizard has a ridiculous CP in comparison to my Flareon. So I'm going to try and use my Dragonite. It's not looking good though, guys. I think this one's going to be a write-off again. Place your bets how many times I'm going to have to battle these guys in order to win. So let's just see what happens here. Obviously he's blocked again, so this is going to be a bit of a write-off. Of course I'm not going to run away. I'm going to keep battling until the end, but the chances are very, very, very low. Okay, so we've got, okay, so he's a dragon type and a flying type. Okay, so dragon type, flying type. I need to do a little bit of research and see what's good against those guys. It's one of these things you're constantly learning with Pokemon, because, you know, different Pokemon are better against other Pokemon, different moves are more effective against certain Pokemon as well, certain types of Pokemon. So let's have a look and kind of reconfigure what I'm going to use here. Okay, so again, I'm going to heal these guys. Running out of potions always. I remember back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember, but you used to be able to get potions really, really easily. They were everywhere, didn't matter what you did. And of course, you know, there weren't as many opportunities to battle back then. Of course, now you've got your trainer battles, you've got battles against other trainers, other Pokemon trainers. You've got your Team Rockets, you've got your Team Rocket bosses, you've got your raids, you've got your gym battles, so that, you know, there's plenty of battling to do. Okay, so we're going to try these guys here and just see, you know, just see what the difference is really. I'm going to keep Gyarados against Pineco because, well, he's not very effective against Gyarados. Gyarados has a good CP. It's not as high as the Pineco, but he's not very effective against the Gyarados, even though he is doing, you know, quite a bit of damage, and he is getting that special move in there as well. But we're gonna see what the difference is on this time. Now I'm saving the outrage again for Charizard, and of course I'm going to use it straight away. I left it a little bit too long last time, I think, so I think I need to get those shields out of the way, because them having shields, as soon as they're gone, they can't use anymore. You only get 2, and then, well, see, I tried to use outrage again. Didn't happen. Sometimes that happens, and that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to pop Dragonite in there, give a little crack with Dragonite, and hopefully I'll be able to get a special in before Charizard does. Okay, that didn't work, so I'm going to have to use my my last shield here, which doesn't hold out much hope against Salamence again. So there we go. Now I am going to be able to take on Charizard here, and of course I will use a special against Salamence. This did quite a bit of damage against Salamence last time, so I'm hoping. Let's have a look here. Of course, they got 1 shield left. I didn't see that. Okay, so obviously I'm super effective, but the CP is just way too low. You know, and we're talking like a quarter of the CP. Metagross, I was hoping Metagross was going to be a little bit more effective, but as you can see, not effective at all. So, okay, so yeah, this is one of the things with the Team Rocket stuff. Unless you know exactly what you're doing and you know all of your Pokemon and all of their types and what types are good against other types, then you are going to be battling again and again and again, which is cool, as long as you learn from your mistakes and as long as you learn, you know, what Pokemon are good against the others. Now, again, I'm going to heal these guys up. I'm using a lot of potions against this guy. I don't hold out much hope against Giovanni. As you can imagine, he's going to be extremely difficult. I do actually have one more one more Team Rocket boss to get before Giovanni. So yeah, I'm going to try these guys again, but I'm going to do them in a different order and just see if that makes any difference at all, because it's all going to depend on, on what Pokemon are what, because obviously my Dragonite is quite effective against Salamence, as long as you can kind of, if I can get a Flash Cannon in there from Metagross, then of course, that's going to help significantly. I just need to make sure that I make him use his shields before that battle with the Salamence, and hopefully my Gyarados will have a good fight against Charizard and take a lot of his health down, and then of course see if my Metagross can do any damage. Quite difficult, steel types and fire types. Obviously the fire type's going to be more effective against the steel type, but my Metagross is quite strong, and of course Metagross has quite a good defense. It's not looking good though. I mean, if you look at the health that is taken off of the Charizard, that's not great. So I am going to pop my Dragonite back in there, unfortunately. So it's literally going to be the same as the last battle that I've had, just because I can see now that this one's a write-off straight away. We saw how poorly Metagross did against Salamence in the last battle. And of course, there we go, using a shield again. So he's probably going to take out my Dragonite before I take him out. Therefore, we are in big trouble. We're in big trouble. I've got a feeling, though, that the last battle is going to be the one. I hope. Fingers crossed, because to be quite honest with you, I've got to go out. I've got stuff to do. I'm actually recording this from home, so it's actually popped up outside of my house, which is great. See, Flash Cannon's a great move. As you can see, really easy to perform as well. Does lots and lots of damage. See, that would be really, really good if his CP wasn't so high. But his quick move is so good and so effective that it's just not going to happen. Now, this has got to be the one. This next battle has to be the one. Okay, no, it wasn't a good effort. Wayline. Okay, right. So we're going to heal these guys again. We're going to crack on again. Try and win this time. Now I'm trying to get hold of one of the other Team Rocket bosses. Or Team Rocket grunts. So I have an inkling that Jesse and James might be showing up soon. I'm not sure. I haven't actually seen them. I've heard of it. I've kind of heard it on the grapevine. You kind of get people talking in different groups. I am going to try Zekrom in this one. I'm going to start off with Metagross and see what Metagross can do to Pineco. It should be quite decent. Well, at least I hope so. Looks pretty. Yeah, so it's looking pretty neck and neck here. It's doing a little bit more damage to me. Annoyingly, I've got an attack incoming, but I should be able to use one of his shields because I am going to use Flash Cannon. Now, the great thing is, if they don't use a shield against Flash Cannon, you know that they're in trouble, because Flash Cannon's a really, really good attack. Okay, so let's bang this in there. So, of course, block. So he's probably going to knock out my Metagross. But that's fine. That's fine as long as I have my Gyarados in pretty much full health against Charizard, then we're happy. So we should be able to bang out a special quite soon, before Charizard starts attacking properly. And as you can see, super effective. Water type against a fire type. Yeah. So we'll see. Okay, so obviously he's blocked that one, but we should be able to do enough damage on here. Oh, really? Wow, okay, so he's taken me out, so that's not good. But hey, there you go. Right, so we've got Zekrom here. Zekrom's quite a recent one for me. It's going to be interesting against Salamence. I think it's going to be quite effective. We've got Outrage as well, which is an amazing move, and I don't think he's got any more blocks left. So, I only got great. How ridiculous! Super effective. See, right, okay. So he's all the way down. Can we defeat him? Can we defeat him? Come on! Oh, you're joking me. Oh, you're joking me. Okay, that was so close. Do you know what? I'm gonna try this one more time because that was so close. I'm gonna heal these guys. Let me think. Shall I use the same Pokemon again? Okay. Do you know what? I think I might have to. I think it might be a good idea to use the same Pokemon again. Do I change my Metagross? He wasn't that effective. Flareon, Fire type against Pineco. Or Typhlosion. I'm going to try Typhlosion. Typhlosion is one of my favourite Pokemon. Great Fire type. Let's just see how effective he is against Pineco. I mean, this might be a mistake. Okay, so we're super effective. He's not very effective. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. This is definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to use Overheat straight away, make him use the shield, hopefully get those shields away before Salamence turns up, and then, of course, get Zekrom to use Outrage against Salamence. Okay, so, of course, he's blocked. That's absolutely fine. Now, the quick attack for Typhlosion is very fast. So you're going to build up that special quite quickly. So let's get that in there. So let's block that. Let's finish off Pineco. Now I should probably change to another Pokemon. I am going to use Overheat first quickly. I know it's not going to be that effective, but of course it's going to allow me to get them to use another one of their shields. So then that will be the shields gone, and now I should change to Gyarados because Gyarados is going to be more effective against Charizard. Now as long as I can kind of take Charizard out before he takes me out, and that didn't happen, so that's not good. Okay, I am going to use Typhlosion again because I want to save Zekrom against Salamence because I know he's effective. Of course, we've got an incoming attack. Am I going to use my shield? Do you know what? I'm not going to use my shield. I'm going to save that shield against Salamence. If, in fact, I do actually have the option to use a shield against Salamence, because at the end of the day, Salamence will probably destroy me, shield or not. So that might not have been the best idea. But hey, look, I've got an outrage here. That's going to do some damage, and hopefully I'll be able to build up another one before Salamence completely destroys me. So super effective. You can see the difference between good and excellent. Here we go. So outrage again. Saved up from the last time. I think we've got it in the bag, guys. Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, okay. So, finally, Arlo, you are defeated. Humiliated. Well, I say humiliated. He did destroy me about 500 times before I won. But there you go. So, so that was my combination. Obviously, it is trial and error for me. There we go, 86 out of 100 battles for Team Rocket. And let's have a look and see what Pokemon I'm rescuing. Okay, it's a Pineco, and that is a Shadow Pokemon. For those guys that don't know, you can purify these guys. It does go towards a badge, and of course it increases the CP on the original Pokemon, so you will have a more powerful Pokemon if you do purify them. Now I always purify them. I'm actually running very low on Stardust at the moment because I've been trying to upgrade all of my Pokemon just for these fights, really. I never really bothered. I've had like a few 100,000 Stardust and it's just gone. It does go very, very quick. But of course you can use certain artifacts like star pieces and things like that. Oh look, we got another Team Rocket there. Wow, okay. So yeah, as you can see, I've just got to beat Cliff, and then it'll be on to the boss man. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, really, guys. As you'll see, plenty of Team Rocket grunts out there. That's me. It's Fixer from Flat 29. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you again soon with another Pokemon Go video. Speak soon.